Jai Shri Ram. So today I'm going to read Canto 34. What is the canto about? Kushanava performs a sacrifice for the birth of a son and is blessed with one, Gadi by name, the glory of the river Kaushiki, the modern Koshi in Bihar. The aforesaid Brahmadatta, having left after being married, was scion of Raghu. Kushanabha, who had no male issues, embarked upon a sacrifice intended to procure a son with the object of securing a male issue. In the meantime, while the sacrifice was actually going on, the highly magnanimous Kusha, the father of Kushanabha and son of Brahma, the creator, prophesies to King Kushanava as follows: A most pious son, worthy of you, will be born of you, my son. You will have Gadi for your son and thereby attain undying glory in the world. Informing King Kushanava accordingly, O Ram, Kusha withdrew to the immortal Satyalok, the realm of Brahma, from which he had obviously come, coursing through the airspace. After some time, indeed, a most pious son, Gadi by name, the very name given by Kusha, was born to the wise Kushanava. That exceedingly pious man, Gadi by name, was my father, O descendant of Kakushta, and descended in the line of Kusha. I am known as Kaushika, O scion of Raghu. I had an elder sister too of noble vows, known by the name of Satyavati, and given away to the sage Srika. Following as she did the wishes of her husband throughout her life, my sister bodily ascended to heaven and later on turned into a most beneficent and grateful river Kaushiki, the modern Koshi, flowing by the side of the Himalayas, unearthly in character, whose waters confer merit on those using it, and thus engaged in doing good to the world. Full of affection for my sister, I had been happily leading a life of self-discipline since then by the side of the Himalayas on the banks of Kaushiki, O scion of Raghu. That pious and highly blessed lady, Satyavati, who was established in the virtue of truthfulness and exclusively devoted to her husband, is still extant in the form of Kaushiki, the foremost of rivers. In this way has been told by me my birth from the loins of Gadi, the genesis of my race, from Kusha, son of Brahma, and the history of the land of Girivraj, extending along the bank of the Sona, which is asked me in particular, O mighty armed Rama. Half of the night has passed in my narrating past episodes. O scion of Kakushta, peace be with you. Now go to sleep. Let there be no interference in this journey of ours due to torpor caused by sleeplessness. All the trees are motionless, and beasts and birds are buried in sleep, and the quarters stand enveloped in the darkness of night. O scion of Raghu, the evening twilight has gradually receded, and the firmament, thick set with lunar mansions and other stars, is shining with the heavenly bodies as though covered with innumerable eyes. The moon, which dispels the darkness of the world at night, is just rising, diffusing its cool rays and delighting the minds of all living beings in the world by its soothing and refreshing splendor. All nocturnal beings, viz., fearful hosts of Rakshas and Yakshas, as well as fiends feeding on raw flesh, are freely roaming here and there. Saying so, the exceptionally glorious and great sage Vishwamitra became silent, and all the aforesaid sages who accompanied him applauded him by saying, Well spoken, good. Great is this race of Kusha and ever given to righteousness. The high-souled kings descended in the line of Kusha have been as good as Brahman rishis. You, O highly illustrious Vishwamitra, who have attained Brahmanhood by dint of your austerities, and particularly so, and Kaushiki, the foremost of rivers, has added to the lustre of your race. Extolled thus by the foremost of sages, who were full of delight, the glorious Vishwamitra, the son of Gadi, a scion of Kusha, fell asleep even as the sun sinks below the horizon. Glorifying Vishwamitra, a tiger among sages, Sri Ram too, who felt a bit amazed to hear the family history of Vishwamitra, courted sleep along with Lakshman, the son of Sumitra. Thus ends Canto 34 in the Balakand of the Ramayan of Valmiki, the work of a rishi and the oldest epic. Now, Canto 35. What is there in this chapter? Crossing the Sona, Vishwamitra and the party reach the bank of the holy Ganga and spend the night there. Requested by Sri Ram, he narrates the story of the origin of Ganga. Having reposed for the rest of the night on the bank of the Sona, along with the great rishi who accompanied him on the journey, Vishwamitra spoke as follows on the night having culminated in a beautiful sunrise. The night has ended in a lovely dawn, O Ram. The morning twilight has set in. Get up, arise, and make yourself ready to proceed further. May happiness and well-being attend you. Having his instruction as aforesaid, hearing his instruction as aforesaid, and having finished his morning duties, Sandhya, etc., Sri Ram made himself ready to leave for the journey and spoke the following words, so tradition goes. The river Sona, whose waters are so holy, is fordable here and as such adorned with sandy banks, by which of the two fords appearing before us shall we wade through it, O holy sir? Questioned thus by Sri Ram, Vishwamitra indeed replied as follows. Here is the ford already pointed out by me, through which the great rishis over there are wading. After wise Vishwamitra said so, the Maharshis, enjoying the beautiful sceneries of the forest, departed. Then, having crossed the Sona at the spot mentioned by Vishwamitra and traversed a long way further, the party sighted Ganga, the foremost of all rivers, resorted by the sages in the afternoon. The sages, including Sri Ram and Lakshman, the two scions of Raghu, were all rejoiced to see the celebrated river, whose waters confer merit on those who resort to them, and which was frequented by swans and cranes. On the bank of that river, all of them forthwith broke their journey, having then bathed in the river according to the scriptural ordinance, that is, after reciting a Vedic hymn known as the Marsana Sukta, Vide Rig Veda 10:190, duly propitiated the manes and gods, including rishis, with libations of water, and also poured oblations into the sacred fire and partaken of the remnants of the sacrifice, which have been likened to ambrosia in the Shastras. The blessed rishis sat down on the bank of Ganga with a cheerful mind, surrounding the high-souled Vishwamitra on all sides. When they were all comfortably seated in order of seniority, as also Sri Ram and Lakshman, the two scions of Raghu, according to their position, Sri Ram presently addressed Vishwamitra as follows with an overjoyed mind. I wish to hear, O Venerable Sir, about the holy river Ganga, which takes a threefold course, flowing as it does through heaven, the earth, and the subterranean regions. How, having coursed through the three worlds, viz., heaven and earth, and the space intervening the two, it meets the ocean, the ruler of rivers, both big and small. Impelled by the inquiry of Sri Ram, the great sage Vishwamitra started discoursing on the origin as well as the expansion of the holy Ganga as follows. There stands on the extreme north of India, O Ram, the great Himalaya, the king of mountains and a storehouse of minerals. A couple of daughters, matchless in beauty on earth, were born to the deity presided over the said mountain. O Ram, the charming and beloved consort of Himavan, the deity presiding over the Himalayas, Mena by name, who was marked by a slender waist and was the daughter of Mount Meru, was their mother, O Ram. The eldest daughter of Himavan, born through her, was this Ganga. The second daughter, Uma by name, was born to the self-same Himavan, O scion of Raghu. With the intention of accomplishing through her the purpose of gods, all the gods presently asked Himavan, the king of mountains, for the elder of the two, viz. Ganga, who later turned into a river that follows a threefold course. From considerations of piety, according to which the solicitude of a supplicant is not to be rejected, and out of solicitude for the welfare of the three worlds, Himavan gave in adoption to gods his daughter Ganga, who is capable of purifying the world and who can carve her way through the airspace and the subterranean regions according to her own free will. Accepting the gift so readily given by the pious Himavan and the interest of the three worlds, in the interest of the three worlds, and taking the Ganga with them, the gods who wished well of the three worlds left with their mind fully satisfied. The other daughter of Himavan, who looked upon Askeshis as her only wealth, O scion of Raghu, practiced austerities in the shape of meditation on Lord Shiva, while remaining a virgin and observing a noble and formidable vow of foregoing even dry leaves to keep her body and soul together. Himavan, the chief of mountains, gave away to Lord Rudra, the god of destruction, who has no rival, this daughter Uma, who was rich in severe asceticism and adored by the universe. Ganga, the foremost of rivers, and goddess Uma, these are the two well-known daughters of Himavan, the king of mountains, who are venerated by the whole universe, O scion of Raghu. In this way, everything connected with the origin of Ganga has been narrated to you. Now hear how it followed a threefold course in the first place, as I have told you in verse 18 above. O dear Ram, it rose into the sky, which allows moving space to all mobile beings along with the gods who took her away to heaven. Then this celebrated daughter of Himavan, the king of mountains, rose to heaven, the realm of gods, in the form of the delightful Mandakini, the heavenly stream visible in the form of Milky Way, and last of all assumed the form of an earthly stream, Ganga, capable of ridding the world of its sins. Thus ends Canto 35 in the Balakand of the glorious Ramayan of Valmiki, the work of a rishi and the oldest epic. So this completes another canto, that is Canto 35. Please watch the video, share it, like it, and do subscribe to my channel. Jai Shri Ram.